Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Access Granted. And today we have our incredible guest, Avinash Thapa, who has experience in India, Dubai, also in Canada. He has worked in offensive security, red teaming, DevSecOps, cloud, and he has done it all. So let's hear it from him. Hello Avinash, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. So, just before we start, I would like you to give a quick introduction about yourself,
Sure.
your journey, and about your passion into cybersecurity.
Sure. Yeah. So I have around 11 to 12 years of experience so far in information security, but my career started from just the hobbies, in terms of how to actually hack into applications, anything as a matter of hacking. So it was just a passion. So in my college, I used to do all those things, try to get into application, try to see how it works, how to deface the application, because that used to be cool. And that turned my passion into this job. And I started working as a trainer, then went into offensive security, then into design security and all those things. So yeah, that's what I'm doing so far, from last 12 years.
Okay, so more of like, offensive side.
Offensive side, yeah, I mean, so yeah, because so when we actually start consider yourself as a hacker, obviously I don't consider myself as a hacker. It's just like I have very huge curiosity to see how the application get hacked, because I used to see like, oh, someone hacked this application, this was hacked by somebody, like, so that made me very curious in this particular field. So initially when I enrolled myself in engineering, it was electronics and communication, right? And it wasn't anything related to remotely related to IT, but I was like, okay, I was passionate about this thing. So I used to stay up all night just to learn how it works. SQL injection used to be one of the favorite vulnerabilities that I exploited literally for 2-3 years. Maybe I would say for the entire career, for the entire tenure in my college, I literally focused on SQL injection, how to actually hack the application and get the database out of the app.
That's great.
So yeah, so that curiosity, fueled my passion in information security. So then I wanted to get into corporate. I was like, how to get into there. Obviously my domain was completely different. It was electronics and communication, and who would give me a job in information security considering my domain is completely different. So then then I started this particular process of getting myself recognized in that particular field so that I can find a good job and rest of the things. But yeah, it all fueled from the curiosity,
Yeah.
since my college time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, it is important. Like, I have seen people, they want to move into security and all, but what we do, like, overnight studying, how
Yeah.
how things we can hack, as we mentioned, all SQL injection.
Yeah.
There was time I was also very curious, for SQL injection and all. So
Yeah.
yeah, so and we have some favorite vulnerabilities also.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
It's actually like this way all the time. See, when I started my career, like my focus was never into like, oh, I need to find a job or what do I do after my college. No, nothing like that. See, if that would have been focus, I would have been very safe. Like, oh, I have done electronics and communication. I should be sticking with this because this is what I've done for the 4 years, and I should be sticking with this particular field to, go further. But suddenly my mind shifted because I'm Sagittarius, so we shift quite a lot. So that actually made me like, okay, I don't want to do this electronics thing at all. I'll just focus on something like this, and turn this particular thing into a career. So I enrolled for some security certifications. So there was a time that Monday to Friday I used to do my college. Saturday, Sunday I used to do my security study because from the passion I wanted to get into a particular, in a defined way. So that's what I started. So yeah, for whole week I used to be busy, a full day. So doing like this. So yeah, that's what actually helped me to come this far.
Very nice. Like, your journey was amazing, I can say. And one thing I wanted to know, like, as you have moved from India to Dubai and also you have worked in Canada as well. So, what about, like, cybersecurity maturity amongst different horizons? How you can explain?
Okay. See, when I was in India, I was fresher, right? Uh, how my brain used to work at that time, which was like, how to hack into things, how to break things. I wanted to break things, right? Because that's what was giving me adrenaline rush all the time. And that really helped me because I knew that the moment I see the application, I see something, I know that this is vulnerable because it's the experience that I gotten, right? After that, when I moved to Dubai, there was a shift because it's not only about how you hack into things, it's about how you make sure that no one else also hacks it. So it's like a little bit of broaden, from that mindset to a different mindset. So now you are actually not vertically deepening your knowledge, you are broadening your horizon in a wider level. Now you need to only not only the offensive security, it has to be from a what do you say defensive as well. You need to have a bird eye view, I would say, like something like this. So that actually helped me understanding about the regulatory. I didn't know about the regulation before that. I was like, what what is it? So when I came to Dubai, I started understanding, like, if you are bringing a product, it's not about only bringing a product. It's about making sure that you are compliant with the regulations as well of that particular country, or probably internationally as well. And when I moved from Dubai to Canada, so this both of the experience, like defensive and this broadened experience, and the offensive experience, it literally helped me to interact with the customers seamlessly. Because in India, it was pure technical. There was very less interaction with the customers and all. In Dubai, it was like interaction with internal stakeholders. So that was the major portion of my work. When I went to Canada, I used this both of experience to, excel myself. So yeah, so that's how my landscape has matured from India, Dubai, and then Canada. Then I came utilizing all this experience. I was like, okay, let's just go back to the basics, because I always felt like Dubai is sort of a home for me. So,
Yes.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So about just I was coming to this point only. So what was your mindset, and what was your thought? Like, let's go back to Dubai. So
Yeah, means see, Canada was great, 100%, right? Professionally, I realized that okay, and I was working in a consulting company there, and I was leading a team of few members. It wasn't a very big company; it was a small company, but I was leading a team of few members. Then I realized that okay, I should be a little bit closer to my family. Okay, so that was a personal reason. Professionally, I thought, okay, Dubai is always emerging with new technologies. The moment you see a technology, Dubai is talking about it, right? They wanted to enroll, like for example, AI. When it was an era of blockchain, everyone was thinking of blockchain, and Dubai was implementing it at that time. So I mean, Dubai was always ahead of the curve. So that was a professional reason for me to move back to Dubai. Personally, like I said, it was just like I want to close this to my family, so it was the easiest possible way for me to do. So yeah, that was the reason.
yeah, that's nice. Like, being close to a family is important.
Yeah, 100%.
Personally, I can say. So I think journey also, if you can say, it's only 3 hours here from here to the
Yeah,
India.
that's it.
And
That's it.
Canada,
Yeah,
it
it's
used
like
to take how much?
15, 16 hours.
15, 16 hours, yeah.
So you need a lot of planning to, if you want to plan your travel from India to Canada, the commute is not easier. Here you can plan just like, okay, tomorrow I want to go to India. Just get it
Yeah,
over with.
it's very easy.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
yeah. It's
So-
like, you're going from Bangalore or Kerala to Delhi,
Yeah, I think
something
that
like
they
that.
might take much time to travel.
Yeah.
From here to it will be much easier actually.
It's much easier.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I can say, like, sometimes it happens. I'm from Meerut, UP, and I have to travel to Delhi to come to here, Dubai. So when my family comes to, to the airport, I reach Dubai early there.
They reach back home.
Yeah, because of traffic and all.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
now,
I
not
understand.
now. These days it's good
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of some highways, but that time, 4 5 years back,
Uh-huh.
like, I used to say, yeah, I have landed. Oh, we are still on the way. So it was like that. So it's
Understood.
so near, I can
Yeah.
say. Okay. So next thing, I think you are into bug bounties as well, right?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I have done quite a lot actually. During the start of my career. So I was very much active on HackerOne. Then wasn't that much active on Bugcrowd because I thought that HackerOne is much, easy, accessible platform for me. I was more exposed to HackerOne actually. So yeah, I've done that. Obviously, it wasn't that much, but I feel for me it was enough because it helped me to understand a lot of things. I mean, it's uh, working on a different technology, working on a different application, working on different products, and trying to understand the product as soon as possible. That's generally what happens when you are doing bug bounties and all. It's the major challenge that people faces to understand that product, how the business actually work in that particular product. We see there are a lot of functionality, but all those functionality are interrelated to each other. So how you would know that this is a real process? So understanding that part was very crucial. I mean, it's actually very crucial to actually go ahead and find some vulnerabilities. So that was the era of bug bounty that I used to do. Means with the help of bug bounty, I paid my student loan.
Wow.
With the help of bug bounty, I got my first MacBook. I mean, all those things that I consider myself as a luxury, I have done with the bug bounties. So yeah, that was a good time.
So for the viewers who are listening to us, they can see, like, if you're curious about hacking,
Oh yeah, you can do it. You can do it. I
you
think
can
it's
do it,
even though
yes.
if you don't have full-time job, if you know how to do your work, you can make a career out of it. I wouldn't say the career out of it, but at least you can do something for fun, actually. But
Yes.
people make career out of it, right? Yeah, like the concept of digital nomad, where people just stay in a particular location which is easily accessible, good, and all those things, and they just do full-time bug bounty, and it works for them, and they have peace of mind to do whatever they want to do at their own time. And yeah, it gives you money
Yes,
and experience too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Money and experience, both are important.
both are important. Yeah.
And what was some surprising vulnerability that you have found in bug
Yes.
bounty?
So I talk about the time probably around 2016, 2017, I would say. Uh, so at that time, I learned something very new. Like if you convert from JSON payload to XML payload, there's a possibility to get XSE. I didn't know about that before. Means it was something new for me to learn at that time, and I didn't know how to convert JSON to XML. I used to try a lot, but always there was a time that I used to mess it up, the syntax error and all those things. It was difficult for me to know. And after that, I realized that there was one plugin release. I think it was released back in 2017, the content type converter.
Okay.
Yeah. Why I remember this part very specifically because that actually gave me really good money. Right? So I used that converter to convert the JSON to XML, and it was like in a jiffy, right? It just happened. I mean, you don't need to think about a lot of how do you write the syntax and everything. And yeah, with the help of that, I found some really good excessive vulnerabilities in multiple places in a private bug bounty platform, and it was amazing. And that literally helped me to gain some good experience and how to identify that particular HTTP request, which would actually gonna work in this fashion where you can identify excessive vulnerabilities like that. And after that, if you remember, there was a CV came for Cisco ASA, path reversal. The moment I saw that post on Twitter at that time, right?
Yeah, now it's X.
Now it's X. So the moment I saw that post, I literally scanned that because I already had a lot of data from earlier scanning. I used to catalog all those data with me. So the moment I saw that, okay, so some vulnerability came up, so I literally fired that. So I created a one script with the same structure, how the vulnerability can be appeared, what kind of response it gives, and I fired that payload in all the target that I had that I cataloged. And I earned around like $7,000 with the same vulnerability. Oh, that was amazing. That was really amazing. Yeah, it was a private bug bounty platform, so it was good. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of these things, right? I mean, you got to be updated because you have to be on the edge all the time for information security. You can't be outdated. Twitter, these sort of platforms are really helpful, actually. So I used to have hashtags. I think that doesn't work nowadays. It was a time there was a Twitter Tech, something like that. That's an application, so the desktop application. So I used to put
Okay.
the tags over there, and it was had specific windows for specific things, like for 0-day vulnerabilities, for bug bounty tips, and all those things. So that used to keep me away. And that window was always open on my desktop.
Yeah.
Always it will be open. If something new comes up, I can see. I can just try to do it.
Yes.
So like that way.
Yeah. I think for us, keeping ourselves updated is really important.
Oh yes, 100%, 100%. If you're in information security, you have to be on the edge all the time. You can't be like, okay, I'll just do it later. It doesn't work like this.
It will not work.
Yeah.
Yes. That's really amazing. Like, I had two vulnerabilities. I asked you one, but you explained two. But it was nice. It was nice. Yeah. So, Avinash, you have led teams in red teaming, also in purple teaming, right? So, what was like, some scenario that taught you some unexpected lessons in both the teams or
Okay.
any of the teams?
Yeah, means in from red teaming and purple teaming, if I have to choose something, which actually helped me and helped me learning something unexpected, it would be a purple teaming all the time. Because in red teaming, I have only one-sided view. I'm exploiting something. What's happening with that, I don't know. Maybe that's another team who's actually taking care of it. But if I'm doing a purple teaming, it means that I have a view of both side of the table, from the attacker side and from the defense side. Like if I'm trying to attack something, how would it being appeared for the SOC team to defend from that particular attack. So the lessons that learned is just like how to sophisticate your attack from the red teaming, so that it would be difficult for the defense team to identify. And how would you know that if you have that particular view? So if I see that this is how the logs are being appeared in the SIEM or anything, how would I can go ahead and change the exploit in a way that would evade that sort of detection. So that's unexpected learnings that I have had. So that's one point. Secondly, why do I like purple teaming much better? Is just like in a way where, okay, I think I can tell you one scenario here. So there was an exploit came back in 2018, 2019 of Oracle. And it was being exploited in the wild. I think it was some sort of 0-day vulnerability, and it was being exploited in the wild, right? And we saw some sort of attack happen to our servers as well, which were publicly available, right? Now the thing is, no one knows about it, and no one know how it actually works, what's the exploit is being used, and all those things. But if I had the vision or visibility from the defense side, I could have actually see what kind of patterns the attacker is trying to use to attack that application for that particular 0-day. So I was able to find that part, and I used that knowledge to create an exploit and pushed it to exploit DB. So these are the unexpected learning that you get when you have both eye views, right? So from red teaming, you know how to attack, but from defense side, you know how to actually detect and all those things. But if you combine those things, it's a purple teaming, and it's really good. So yeah, that was the thing.
Okay. Yeah, this is a really nice story because I haven't worked in defense much.
Okay.
But I can say, like, because I was also a penetration tester, so like how to break things.
Yeah.
But if you know both, how to defend as well and attack.
Yeah, you can mature your understanding of red teaming if you know how they are being detected. You can mature those things. Now you can utilize AI tools to help yourself to sophisticate your attack more better way than used to be happen earlier. It used to happen earlier, but it used to take time. Now it doesn't that much. So that sort of unexpected learning that you can think of.
Correct. Yes, very nice answer. I'll come back to AI again.
Okay.
I have a question for that
Oh, really?
also.
Good.
Yeah. So also speaking about DevSecOps.
Okay.
So for DevSecOps, what are some common mistakes right now also some organizations are making?
Okay, so I think this is very generic mistake that's being made by major companies, and I've seen that in person as well. It's just like embedding security as a plugin instead of built in. So plugin is just like you have a pipeline, just put it something there so that it can scan out of code, and maybe for compliance reason, it actually goes through security. That's a plugin part, and it still happens. So when we talk about actual security in DevSecOps, it has to be built in a very beginning, not in the code side, from the design side. So like architecture design, threat modeling, all those things has to happen within that entire pipeline. So to actually make sure that your end product is actually secure. So I think companies are still doing a mistake of plugging in security instead of building in the security, I would say.
Yeah, I have seen that as well. Like, from compliance point of view, you try to achieve these things.
Yeah,
But
100%.
from cultural perspective,
Sorry.
it's not fully
Yeah.
it's not fully met. So yeah, that is interesting answer. Yeah. So if you had to choose, what's harder? Breaking into systems or convincing developers to fix the vulnerabilities?
I think you'll ask the same question to any cybersecurity expert. They would have an answer: convincing developers to fix the vulnerability, or probably I would say convincing developers to change the design in a way that would enhance the functionality, that would enhance the security of that particular functionality. So currently, I'm going through that particular phase. Obviously, I can't talk about the details and all, but it's very hard to help to make sure that they see the structure from our point of view, and I can completely understand. They would have a complete tight deadlines, they have to develop really fast, but yes, convincing them it's really hard, and it's because they also deals with their priorities, their backlogs and all those things. So just like it's not only about technical abilities, it's about cultural shift. If the cultural shift is there, and if they are understanding how it works, so they would be able to do it. But yeah, that's a challenging part. That's a
Yes.
challenging part, always.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
How can we make this happen? Like, this shift, this cultural shift, like, developers should understand.
There are lots of good thing happens actually, like if someone is interested in understanding how the security works, and they know that they are very much familiarized with the one style of coding, so give them trainings in that particular language, like how the OWASP top 10 works, and how you fix any category of vulnerability of OWASP top 10 within their particular language. Obviously, it's like, for example, if there is a development happening in Java, and if just start talking about how to fix the vulnerabilities in PHP, it doesn't gonna interest them.
Yeah.
It will just like, what the hell. So if they can relate the things, they would be able to do that, and culturally shift in a way that helping them to not to penalize anybody in this thing, help them to get the rewards and all, like doing regular hackathons and all those things. That actually makes it fun. Maybe start a challenge of something like, okay, we have a particular tool, this is a dashboard, and if you are coding something and if you have less number of benign vulnerabilities, you'll get an award, something like that. So that could actually help. And support from leadership is very important, because people are scared, like, okay, if I do something wrong, it might impact my career, impact my job. So that top down satisfaction, or a little bit of what do we say, little bit of, yeah, satisfaction should be there from the leadership side also, that okay, it's fine, if it means it works, mistakes can happen.
Yeah.
So that sort of stability would help a person to actually have a culture shift and to do the work in a correct way.
Yes, I really like your answer when you said, like, if we give them some rewards,
Yeah.
recognitions with some hackathon,
Yeah,
I think
100%.
it will work, and it works also.
Yeah, it works. I've seen that actually happen in my previous company. So yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely works. I always take this example because I've seen this thing really work beautifully. So yeah.
Yeah, so it works fine. I think in this October month of cybersecurity,
CSAM.
CSAM, if we do that, cybersecurity awareness,
Yeah.
where everyone from the organization can take part, and you give them rewards and everything, then they will take interest into
100%,
security, which
100%.
is important. And so next thing, in your experience, what do you think is more scarier for the companies, insider threats or external attackers?
Okay, so external attacker always get highlights. If someone exfiltrating a data, people know, oh, someone has done it. But the most scariest part is insider threats, because okay, it's like, for an example, if I know my product very well and I'm working in a company, so if I have very evil intentions of it, it keeps the CISO of the company awake all the night, because they know the system very well, and they might also know the way to exfiltrate data, and so that no one would identify. So yeah, always insider threat is more scarier comparatively, just because of this particular reason, because they know the system very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, insider threats.
Yeah.
Okay. So our next round, which
Okay.
is rapid fire.
All right.
Not thinking too much,
Uh-huh.
just what comes to your mind.
All right.
One word answer. Okay. Okay. So red team, blue team, purple team. Your
Purple teaming.
personal favorite.
Purple teaming.
Purple teaming, always.
Always.
Okay. Kubernetes or Docker? Tougher to secure.
Kubernetes.
Kubernetes.
Because of orchestrations and multiple layers. Yeah.
Multiple layers. Okay. Canada winters or Dubai summers? What is harder to survive?
Obviously, Dubai summers.
Dubai summer.
In winters, you can put on layers, but even though if it's 50 degrees, you can't take off your complete clothes and go away, or go out in the wild, right? So Dubai summers are much scarier comparatively.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I heard in recent years, Canada winters was too much, like,
Yeah.
But it was okay for you to
For
survive?
me, it's fine. So that's what I'm saying. Means in Canada winters, you have an opportunity, you have a possibility to wear layers so that you can survive that winters.
Yeah.
But if you are in Dubai and it's 50-degree temperature, you still have to wear something. You can't go out in wild, wearing nothing, right?
Yeah.
So definitely that would be a little harder to survive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I can also say that. Yeah. So, for your certifications, OSCE or OSCP, what pushed you more?
OSCP. Yeah.
Okay. And you first did OSCP?
Yes, I did first OSCP, I think back in 2016 with the amount that I've gotten from bug bounties. Yeah, so yeah, obviously it was expensive certification. It was like $1,000 something, and obviously I didn't have this much salary at that time. Okay, so the only way for me to earn that money is just through bug bounty. The moment I've got my first bug bounty, that's the first payment I have done.
Wow.
I didn't do anything else for anything else. The moment I got money, I just sent it to offensive security to get to get enrolled for 3 months program. But I failed my first attempt actually. Yeah. So I failed my first attempt, but it was a good learning.
It's
So
a learning, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Failure is always a
Yeah.
learning, I can say.
That's
But yeah, it pushed you harder.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
100%.
how you are here also.
Right.
Okay. So, if you could automate one part of security forever, what it would be?
Triaging the vulnerabilities.
Triaging
Yeah.
vulnerabilities.
Okay. Obviously, because like for an example, if I have a program on a HackerOne, okay, and a lot of people are reporting the vulnerability. Some of them are valid, some of them are not valid. So making sure that tries automatically, and other person also gets a response in correct timelines. So that's the thing I would do actually. Triage it so that I get my response in a timely manner, and the person who is reporting the vulnerability also get response in timely manner. Because obviously, as a bug bounty hunter, if I report something and people ghost me for like 12 to 13 days, it doesn't look good, and if it also doesn't look good for the company also, right? So if we are able to triage all those things in a timely way and automate that particular process in somehow, it will be helpful.
Okay, great. Yeah. So, first thing you do after a successful red team exploit.
Take the screenshots.
That
Take the
is
screenshot.
important,
Yeah, that's very important. Take the screenshots.
Yes. if sometimes it happens, you are not able to.
Yeah, I mean, even though you try exploiting something, it worked. After that, you try, oh, let me try one more time. It doesn't work.
It doesn't
Oh
work.
man, at least take the screenshots.
Yeah.
That's the only evidence you have to actually you have done something. Otherwise, no one gonna listen to your verbal communication. It
Yeah,
has to be
obviously.
artifact. There should be artifact.
Where is the proof?
There's a proof. So yeah, screenshots.
Yeah, nice. So if you were not in cybersecurity, what profession you would be in today?
Dancer.
Dancer.
Yeah, I mean, I used to dance a lot actually in my college, but yeah, things have been changed, so I needed to move from there. Yeah.
And as a hobby also, you're not doing now? Or
Just in my apartment.
or in weddings?
Or in weddings,
Weddings,
yes.
clubs.
Yeah. Clubs, oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Clubs, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see you dance one day. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice answer. I can say all the answer was making me laugh. So Avinash, moving between countries, you were in India, then you moved to UAE, then Canada, and again back to UAE. So what was the cultural differences between different horizons, maybe in UAE and in India, or Canada and UAE?
See, shifting from India to Dubai, I didn't see much of a cultural difference here because obviously you have a lot of people from India here, and it doesn't feel like you are outside the country. Even though now in Canada it doesn't feel like this way, but there was a professional cultural shift I would talk about, like work-life balance is that actually is one of the thing that spins your head to think in whether you want to move around to a different country or not. So I would say in terms of work-life balance, Canada has some sort of more inclination towards the way that people, if they are preferring normal working hours and all those things, they would prefer Canada. But if you want to be in a fast-paced culture where you have to be on the edge all the time, then come to Dubai. So that's a culture shift I would say about between not from India to Dubai, from Dubai to Canada. This is a culture shift that I've seen. Not much of it.
Okay. And which you're liking more of Dubai now?
Dubai, I said that means I had a lot of reasons to come back to Dubai. There's something I can talk about, something I cannot talk about. So I've considered all those pros and cons. What would I lose or what would I gain if I move between the countries and all? So but at the end of the day, this was the finalized answer that I have to be back to Dubai. Yeah.
And if someone from India, he want to experience something out of the country, and he is thinking about whether I should go to UAE or to Canada, what you want to say to a guy if he wants to make or choose something?
There are a lot of things to consider when you are planning to shift from one country to another. Commute, the shift of a culture in a way that you have to embed yourself in a different culture. Okay, so I think that's the most important part for me. It's only commute. I can adjust myself in any culture. Means I know how to talk to people, how to make sure that I get comfortable easily with them and make themselves comfortable with me easily. So that's just how you communicate. Communication style. The major factor that I feel is just like a commute factor for me. I mean, if you are thinking about this, then you have to think strategically what you're trying to achieve. In Dubai, you come here, you would do whatever you want to do, but at the end of the time, it's all about. It still feel like you are not a part of the actual country, But if you go to different countries like this, there you can get citizenship if that's your plan and all those things. So if that's a longer term strategy that you have, definitely go for it. So I mean, it completely upon person to person, what they are
person's priorities,
personal priorities and all those things.
Everything.
For me, it was just like to understand, just to explore different cultures. So that's what I tried.
Okay, that's nice. It's upon the person. What you want more. If you want good salary, or you want to be close to your family, or
a lot of things comes up actually. When you're planning to. But take recommendations. Take suggestions from the people who has already been to the same path. Don't just do a blind move. So yeah, that's important.
Yeah, that's interesting actually. This was a good answer. Okay,
Yeah.
so coming back to AI, as I
Okay.
mentioned, so with automation and AI, what do you think red teaming will look after 5 years?
Oh, it would be more sophisticated. I mean, you would have more way of penetrating into a system, because I feel as of now, I mean, whatever I've seen so far, it's complementing it. AI is complementing your red team efforts. There was a time you were doing all those things, but it used to take a lot of time to create something. But now with the help of AI, you can automate a lot of those things and can do the similar amount of work in a matter of minutes, or like that. So if that's the trend gonna go forward, maybe it might help you to with the proper context, to help you to identify more sophisticated ways to penetrate into a system, and being more um, silent at the same time. Maybe you might be able to get into a system, no one would be able to know about it. So I think it would help from that standpoint.
Okay, and alongside that, DevSecOps is evolving too.
Yeah.
So, what is the future of DevSecOps? It will remain discipline or just be development?
I think I'll try to reference back to my previous pointer. Like, if it is plugged in sort of mentality, then it will be just a development cycle. If it has to be disciplined, then it has to be done in a correct way from the design security. It has to be built in instead of just plugging in. So if it is done correctly, then you wouldn't think of a lot of low-hanging vulnerability that can be chained together to create a finalized exploit. Then it would be a discipline. It just matters like how you are embedding yourself. What's your culture? You know, culture. Means culture shifts you have. What kind of culture you have in the company. Are people are actually wanted to explore these sort of things in a correct way, or they just want to do the things. So it depends. Yeah.
And with that, now we have AI co-pilots coming in. So, which is entering into development. So, do
Right.
you think they'll solve secure coding or they'll create new risks?
See, I'm not sure about the future, but as of now, they are introducing risks.
Introducing
Yeah,
risks.
as of now, they are introducing risks, and I can understand the reason why, because it's not that mature yet, and also the people who are using AI, they should have that foundational knowledge. If that foundational knowledge is there, then they would be able to make secure by design product. Otherwise, whatever experience I have so far, I've seen their buggy applications. Small, very those categories of vulnerability that don't even exist anymore. That's still identifiable on those applications that are just purely made by AI. So yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice because it's not really matured as of now.
No, not yet. Maybe later on
But
down the
later on,
line,
yeah,
probably
it has
it
a
would be.
good
Yeah,
future.
it
we
has a
can
really good
say.
future actually. Yeah, and how you navigate with that system. From your standpoint, like if you are into AI, you wanna create applications using AI. How what kind of context you are providing? Maybe later on it might also do the things on its own. You never know.
Yes.
But as of now, it's introducing risks. That's what I've seen so far. It's introducing risks.
Okay. But yeah, it will grow.
It will grow.
It will be more mature.
Right.
Okay. So this was our session with you. Anything before wrapping up? Any sign of note from your side? Anything you want to say?
I mean, just want to say, like, in security is always evolving. You just need to be on the edge all the time. Just keep learning and keep just hacking. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Avinash,
Yeah.
for joining us. It was really great. I learned many small things from you,
Thank you.
like from your answers. It was really nice. And I hope our viewers have also got some insights about, if you want to move from different countries,
Yeah.
between different countries, what are pros and cons and everything. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's really helpful. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
being on the show.
Thanks for having
So
me here. Yeah.
this was our episode with Avinash, where he shared his story from a hacker to a defender, from red teaming to purple teaming. I hope you liked the episode. Please share your comments if you would like, who would you want to hear from, and anything about any topic, any question you want to hear from cybersecurity professionals. Do comment. Okay, thank you so much. Signing off. See you next time.